OBS. Now it's not giving me a preview, but at least says I'm live. Okay. I think that worked. Okay, and I got the ping for a new YouTube stream. Perfect. Alright, cool. Games. We play games on this channel, don't we? Library of Ruina. It has been a little bit. I've certainly missed it. Also the music. I don't know if I missed the gameplay that much, but I missed the music. So that's something. We do? Sometimes. Occasionally. When we feel like it. Nope. Skip that. No DMCA music, please. This is this and that is that. It's true. Did miss the Mallow. Sorry about that. Yeah, I did go through it pretty quick. I didn't complete all 7 levels. I completed 1. Cool game, though. I did have a lot of fun with it. One of those games that I'm not smart enough to play myself, but I do rate it highly because I respect the effort. And there we go. Okay, I do not remember what we were doing. Let's figure it out. Child of the Galaxy, that's right. I struggle with that one. Let me refresh myself on what that was. And so they're identical. This is the one where, like, you have to kill them at the same time. It was an Abno fight. Hope that helps. True, thanks. We were probably dying. Yep, that's usually how this goes. They restored 10% HP at the start of the scene. Unless their HP is 1. When staggered upon taking lethal damage. After 2 scenes, they recover HP equal to the current HP of another ally. Allies have 1 HP at the start of the scene, they die. Start of the scene, if there's an ally with 1 HP, all characters lose 10% of their max HP. It's not like your HP to drop to 0, easy. It's true. Just drop their HP to 0 before your HP does. One of these hands. Okay, enable everything. Two, 4, 2, 4, 2, 4. And 110 dodge and a 3-6 strike. Anything against a 3-6? On the second strike, not really. We'll just counter that, and then do a free strike. Let's try to keep them, like, relatively even. Nice. Yeah, dodge successfully, that tracks, but we did get the counter attack. Free attack there. Successful pierce resist to reduce the max stagger resist the target by 5%. 5 to 10 stagger damage to all enemies. Sure, do that. That one's... They're both staggered. Nice. Now we just try to do a lot of damage to both. He's down to 1. I want is not down to 1. Okay, everyone took damage. We just gotta kill that one this turn. So damage, 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 damage. Okay, we win. That was a lot easier than last attempt. We did not succeed on the last attempt. Turns out having good cards helps, I think. That Adno card to just immediately do a bunch of stagger damage came in clutch. Hey, do you know that art is inseparable from alcohol? True. Oh yeah, I heard that. This art is all about flashes of inspiration, right? You know it. Maybe we're on the same page after all. I think you brought a different booze this time. Absinthe? This is a liquor with a legacy that's so deeply tied to art, it's almost legendary. Since I'm in charge of arts, I could use some stimulation to work like a real artist. Yeah, that's definitely why you drink alcohol, because you want to connect with artists. Totally. Yeah, this one's pretty strong, but it's charming nonetheless. What if Angela scolds us like the last time, though? And we can worry about that later. Works for me. By the way, I just thought I'd mention there's no need to worry about courtesy and stuff with me. I'd say it's more comfortable for me to go with courtesy. Alright then. Look at this glowing green liquor. It's just like the arts of this city. Imitations that are provocative, but nothing else. Imitations of imitations, in fact. I don't see any point in being original either. I'm luckily someone or something else's imitation too. As if stuff like originality or arts even matters in the city in the first place. Although self-proclaimed artists are nutcases. I seem to be mistaking any stimulation that's stronger than usual for art, just like how I'm praising this drink as a work of art. The pianist must have been one hell of a stimulant, then. I heard that its music was a hair-raising masterpiece that awoke this great city from its ennui. Well, the intensity was unprecedented, that's for sure. Some are still hung over from that performance, like they were slammed with a real strong booze. How about you? I must be one of them, I suppose? Never heard that kind of music before. Guess you've taken a liking to arts, seeing as you're talking about all this. True, if I could choose to live a different life, I might have been a painter or something. Painter, huh? I'd be able to quietly express all my emotions on this painting. Yeah, I could have lived a humble life just like that. How'd a modest man like yourself end up getting involved in something as grandiose as curing humanity? It really is a mystery. I'm not even sure. I think I wanted to be of help to someone. Oh, someone? Perhaps your first love? Was it love, really? Even if it were, it wouldn't have worked out anyway. But I was still holding on to the hope that I could make something better. And if I let go of my life, I could bring a bigger hope to some other person. That's why I participated in the research. That's why I stood against Angela. I still have the little guys at the background. They're cute. Ah, yeah, we're back to this. And all the... Oh, Gabriel's got the sword. Very cute. Is it about time we ended the stalemate? We're at the dawn of the 4th day. If you are to drag on any further, I'll be left with no choice but to terminate all of you instantly. I'm with you on this one. We're never going to beat you at this rate. I didn't fight to spread only a meager half of the light. Gebra, how could you agree with her? We might lose everything. I'm with Angela too. Enoch's death deserved a better meeting than this half-baked light. I'm not willing to gamble with everything we've worked for. Say, Angela, if what you're saying is true, does that mean the employees who died in this place can come back as well? Indeed, you and your employees will wake up with brand new bodies. That doesn't erase all the pain we and the employees went through. And all our hard work, too. Even if this deal were to be put through, it'll only delay the inevitable. How can we trust you not to betray us yet again? Betray? Don't be absurd. We ever once gathered around a table calmly discussing what we should do with this light? We haven't. I'll make sure to keep this promise, though. Both you and I require the light in its whole, albeit for different reasons. I could use up this residue of light left for me right now, but I'd much prefer to have all of it. So I'd like to live more. I don't care if you want to die or not. I want to live my own life. And I'd like to learn more about the city and about this world I live in. Angela. Once you've reclaimed all the light, you are free to lay judgment upon me when that time comes. Though I won't sit back, of course. That is all I have to offer. No one else objects, I'll proceed with it right away. I shall become a sentinel once more and watch your every action. It appears that we all have come to an agreement. Don't worry, I have no plans to let this be the end. Life will call out to you once again, so take a nap until then. Whoever says out loud they want to die is lying. They actually want to live more than anyone, so they express that urge in one way or another. On the other hand, when someone is genuinely willing to die, they end up disappearing silently. When Angela said she wanted to live, I felt something within me. That I want to live too. No one really wants to die, man. They all seem to regret it moments before death. Well, it's usually too late for them by the time they realize that. You seem well versed in that kind of stuff. You get to see all kinds of people when you work as a fixer. When I saw that desperation to live, I was reminded of the many employees who died right in front of my eyes back in Lobotomy Corp. It's ironic how we were trying to save humanity, yet couldn't save the people right next to us. That's when I thought, if I could live more, what would I want to do? It's a good idea to think about your next move, yeah. How about you, Roland? Are you going to go back to being a fixer once you're free? Well, I'll have to think more on that. I still have a long way to go. Let's give it our best shot. Alright, here's to us. I can toast to that, alright? Here's to us. Bonding over getting drunk. Emotion level threshold is increased to level 3. You have no pages, no assignment. Very cool. Pebble. Start of each scene, 3 random pages in hand, gain the Pebble status. Grow 3 to 7 HP upon using pages with the Pebble. Lose 1 to 3 HP upon using pages without the Pebble. That's kind of interesting. I mean, usually I end up going through all the pages that are in my hand, so that seems like it's generally a good play. Dice power +1. On death, all characters take 50% of this character's max HP as damage. Oh boy. I guess they don't put that on a character that you think is going to die. But, I guess if you just plan on winning, then that's just a straight +1 buff. For 3 scenes, all allies gain 10% of max HP at the start of the scene. That just seems useful. Urban Plague. Oh boy. Gone from an urban legend to an urban plague. He says they don't have a disease. Thelma, dear, it's all thanks to me that you could keep your position as head of the Southern Branch, so maybe you should return some of that favor, no? I know, that was the deal. What do you want this time? I want your crew to take care of the things on this list. I think I might be able to locate it soon enough. These are all ridiculous requests. Well, though we have the right team for this. Let me guess, Section 2? Yes. See, I'm a very considerate person, Thelma. The library is on the list as well, now appointed as an urban plague by the Hana Association. That's the one I'm particularly interested in, actually. Roland? Yeah? Huh? If your estimation is correct, we'll have to thoroughly prepare ourselves for guests from major syndicates, and even wings from now on, right? That was the third most surprising thing to happen to me here. What nonsense are you going on about this time? You just called me Roland. Because that's your name. I mean, yeah, but you never referred to me with my name before. My level of trust for you has increased, and I wanted to reinforce our amity, so I tried referring to you in relatively more intimate terms. Is there a problem? Don't you know our bond rank went up? Our social link advanced? Come on, that's a boring answer. It's been a long while since anyone called me by my name still. Last time I heard that was from my family, I guess. Didn't you say that your grandma disappeared long ago? Oh, I had a wife, you see. That's intriguing. You're not intrigued by the fact that someone like me managed to get married, right? You're intrigued by the whole concept of this inefficient practice among humans known as marriage, right? Please tell me more about your marriage. What a thing to ask. Just a heads up, it's an overall banal story with some sad moments. Don't think you'll really like it. I'm always open for new stories of others. This is the one who won't even tell me the story of her own life. I can't bring myself to recount that story ever again. I'm simply too sick of it. You'll have to go play the game Lobotomy Corporation for the full story there. It's a boring and trifling story that looped over and over for 10 millennia. Imagine reading the same book for 1 million years. You'll surely grow to resent it. And I'd choked myself by the tie around the 5th time I'd be forced to read a boring book. Well, anyway, used to work my ass off. Nothing better to do. Wasn't a bad fit for fixer work, coming from a rough background and all. Just kept working like a busy bee. I got a house in a decent spot, and met a so-called soulmate. She was such a tough woman, and look at her back, I felt the comfort of finding a place to belong to. Something I couldn't feel even when I bought my house. Made so many attempts to try and catch her attention. Oh, am I dragging on too long? It's fine. Please continue. I did get a bunch of opportunities to see her, since we were in the same industry. My wife was a pretty highly graded fixer, by the way. She was dependable for a reason. That's a lot of dead people. Anyway, countless ups and downs later, we tied the knot. I put it simply here, but the heartache I felt in those twists and turns is real, you know? Both of us had piled up a hefty amount of money from working like dogs, so we decided to quit being fixers for a while and spend a peaceful time together. This part is kind of corny, but happy is the only way to describe how I felt, really. I was alone my whole life, and finally had someone to rely on. All we had to worry about was what to have for lunch, where to take a stroll in the evening, what to name our child and stuff. Then one day, I got an urgent call from a friend asking me to do a request far away from home. You can probably guess where this is going by now. Job wasn't a huge deal, and the pay was alright, so I decided to take it. The lady who lived with me said okay too. I was dispatched to a district famous for Pajian, which I don't know how to pronounce that, which is my wife's favorite food. I could almost see her mouth water with the thought of eating it when she sent me off. To live up to my better half's expectations, I purchased a stasis preservation box from U-Corp to present her with a warm Pajian straight from the kitchen. But a huge incident occurred in my home district while I was away. The house collapsed. My wife died along with her child she was still pregnant with. I cried for a long while, cursing this world and the city. I writhed and struggled trying to earn this happiness, so why does it have to slip out of my hands so easily? Not gonna believe me, but it's a South Korean dish. That sounds about right. Unfortunately, do not know Korean phonetics. Alright, that's the end of my story. This kind of stuff can happen to anyone in the city. It's only a matter of endurance. You could endure that trial? I'm trying to settle it on my own terms. What was the second most surprising thing for you, by the way? Oh, the working here suits me better than I thought, I guess? I'm saving the biggest surprise for the last. It's no fun to spoil everything at once, is it? Fine then, I'll leave you with sorting the rest of the books. You can now transfer passive abilities. Ha. Can't believe Project Moon would reference Asian dishes like that, SMH my head. Now, very reasonable. Now the fun begins. Oh no. Passive attribution, you can slot the passive abilities of one key page into another. You can check the list of key pages to possess passive abilities of other key pages from attribution, known as enhanced pages. And see a list of key pages that are currently attributed to others. I'm going to click on the list of passive abilities to open the passive attribution pop-up menu. Oh boy. Love this mechanic. Go to key page to attribute it to the current key page. Also attribute to key pages, select a passive ability you like to use. Each passive ability has a cost. Key pages have a cost threshold along with the max quantity. That's how many passive abilities can be equipped at the same time. And more than one of the same passive ability can be equipped at once. Oh boy. I think I understand. Let's transfer basically any passive unused key cards to others. Yeah, that makes sense. It seems like it's gonna make things complicated. Okay, so yeah, so I've got, for example, all of these. Okay, and I can borrow their passes. And it's not like permanent, right? It's just like a perk system, basically. Point buy. You get more points later, okay. You can remove them at any point. Okay, cool. So it's like, I'm assuming you can't like borrow speed dice from others. Borrow the speed dice from others, but you can't stack it. Oh, that makes sense. And it's only unequipped pages. I guess. Looks like. Which makes sense. Okay, well, we do have a new party member here, so I guess we should give them a key page. Wait. Oh, it's someone else. There we go. So everyone's got molar pages. Actually, this one's passive isn't very useful. It's just like blunt damage plus 2 is not bad. Less health though. 1 damage to the opponent upon winning a clash. That probably comes into play pretty often. Yeah, good resistance is there too. Alright, well, let's pick up combat pages. Oh man, my brain is so fried. I am not prepared for this. We can go for a bit. I forget what we're looking for. That decent defense. Is it though? Have any better defensive cards for 2 points? 1/7 dodge, 3/4 dodge. Not a lot of defensive cards. It's gonna be in a while, but the passive system eventually lets you have a character who has 2 speed die and infinite value if you want to. Oh boy. That sounds a bit crazy. I'll do a high card. Some of the rats you don't remember. Yeah. Exactly. Go home, sure, whatever. I can't think through the combat logic right now. We'll just do that. Alright, so let's gear up Zach's passives then. So, I mean, he's going to be playing a lot of pages since he has 2 speed dice. So, I mean, that sounds good. At 3 or fewer pages, gain 1 strength. Stuff like that. Anything that keys off of when he has a low number of pages. Slash, pierce damage. Increase bleed damage. We probably don't have any, like, amazing passives yet. Yeah, blunt damage +2 is so good against enemies weak to blunt. That's a good point. Seems like a good default. Okay, so the key page is locked in, I see. And then from that key page, we can pick as many passives as we want. But no one else can take passes from that same key page. That makes sense. I also need to use blunt damage. There is that. Does this show the, This doesn't actually show the cost of the passives until we click the page. That's a little inconvenient. Unless it's just... No, never mind. That's just a 1. I just thought it was just a line. I saw that and I'm like, oh, that's just like a just a line to indicate that that's like the entry. I didn't read that as the number 1. I'm a little dumb. There's a chance to boost slash damage by 1, sure, why not? Quote 1000. That doesn't apply to me. I don't have a quote bot. I don't have any bot actually. I probably should set up a bot. Oh, we got an achievement for that. Inherited power, transfer passive ability. Okay, we can do the same thing here. Let's get free blunt damage. Extra slashing damage. Oh, this is also a slash damage boost, but it's not a duplicate. I wonder if those stack or not. Yeah, electric cards with speed using them could be useful. I'm pretty sure I have all of my speed cards equipped. We did beat the Tumbler Child, yes. First try. The child is dead. When you put it like that. Sure, inflict some paralysis, why not? Oh, we're at a maximum number of pages. You only inherit from 4 pages. That makes sense. You're now in the shallow ends of strategy. Oh boy. That costs 4 to inherit. That's crazy. I guess it makes sense because it's like a signature ability. I've seen a lot of 2-pointers. So I only have space for 1 more page, but all these are 1 cost. As the advance at the top, you should be able to filter by cost. That makes sense. Solar plexus ones, which we already gotten. Emergency rations recover 2 HP at the start of the scene. Sure, why not? Oops. I need to actually equip that. There we go. I'm not gonna lie, sometimes Project Moon's UI confuses me. Passive HP healing is huge. That does make sense. Okay. Free blunt damage is free blunt damage. Boosted slash damage is boosted slash damage. Boost pierce damage. More slash damage. Just all the boosted damage. Oh, but we're out of cards. Never mind. Don't do that one. Do I even use blunt damage? I don't know. I use random cards. Not gonna lie. Do I have any 3-cost abilities? I do have a few. Sure. Yeah, see, I mean, we do a little bit of blunt damage. We got a few blunt damage cards, actually. Not that outrageous. Alright, cool. Well, I'm not going to go in and gear up every single librarian right now. So we'll just know that we can use Zach's team until that's no longer the play. Alright, so we're all missing books, which means we need to progress the main story by doing more invitations. And look at that, we've got a lot of options. We have firing squad, do we? You do the question marks? Yeah, I know. I'm just checking what we have options for. All right, young me. Okay. Oh boy, that's horrifying. Alright, the carnival exists. Oh boy. A den of sweepers. Beta. The taste of sweepers never ceases to surprise. Gamma. Always disgusting in new ways. Never realized there could be so many flavors of filth. Freaky little dudes. Yeah, I can see that. Freaky little dudes by Project Moon standards. Most people in this universe are kind of freaky. Reminded of taste of fixer we ate. Was soft, was happy. Hard to eat, but tasty. Produced good silk, was satisfied. Must feed on sweepers for another week. Weave dead bodies into cloth. Lovely. Because we must spin more silk. Next gave such prescript. What if mother of sweepers move before we finish? We hunt and feast, must weave cloth. No? Wondered if we have plans once sweepers start retaliation. If they all seriously try to eat us, we must have limits. Sweepers are quiet for now, reasons unknown. Index has its gaze on us. You only make fabric as prescript pointed. No other prescript from Index? None? No need for worry. Index is a good friend. Index messenger. Hello everyone. Greetings. Greetings. Messenger, greetings. Yes, thanks for the greetings. Here to give you guys a new prescript. Head to library? Have other paper with you? This is no prescript. You're right, this is an invitation to the library. It's needed according to the prescript. Good bean spotted. She's pretty. Let's go to library. You must eat sweepers and weave fabric. Can we eat messenger? Don't mind you, Jan is one of your favorite characters. Fair enough. Will be tasty, would produce good silk. Oh, it's a boy. Sorry, I couldn't tell the voice from the voice. Good to know. My apologies for misgendering them. Okay, now I can hear it. Project Moon is good at making characters we can't really can't guess. True. They do like their androgyny, which respectable. Trying games when Malo cooked, need solution, will postpone. Nice. No, I'm afraid not. You guys must obey the prescripts, remember? You want to continue your silk making business now? If you don't follow your prescripts, the proxies will visit you. My proxy? From Zenla Zone Zero? No. Certainly not. Prescript come first for us. If we break order, prescript will not forgive. Perhaps library have new ingredient to make new silk with. Since I'm done delivering the prescript, I'll be on my way. I'm sure you guys are already aware, but don't forget what happens if you fail to carry out a new prescript. Sorry to interrupt, we're here to retrieve our fabric. Hello there. It's the Kurokumo clan. Thumb subsidiary, right? Greetings, Kurokumo clan. We'll take the Nuovo fabric requested by the Thumb. Payment is in that briefcase. By the by, certain a finger bow bell is about to begin. There's rather frivolous behavior from the Index. What should we do, Dame? Or Dame? Maybe a simple messenger, but he's still an executive member of the Index. It'll be difficult to take him on by your own. It's a valuable opportunity nonetheless, especially since the messenger is alone right now. Sure, all I do is deliver words from above. The Index is the same as always. Now then, why don't we go our own ways if we're done with all business here? Carnival can visit the library. We can take our fabric. Mr. Messenger probably has places to be. Is that an organization producing fabric? Yep. Quality fabric is a rarity. Tailors are just as important as syndicates and fixers. Those guys seem to be operating underground. Looks like they're eating people to make silk. What's so special about it? Isn't it just the same old piece of cloth? Nah, and that's not your ordinary textile, ma'am. Still have a lot to learn. There's a good reason a lot of hotshots in the city are dressed in normal-looking attire and not plate armor. You've probably seen it from some guests, but those aren't just regular clothes. High-quality fabric can provide just as much protection as an augmentation procedure. Not even money could buy top-of-the-line fabric sometimes. Some can only be earned by joining memberships of workshops or tailors. Some things in this world are entangled in a complex web of interests like fame and stuff, which can't be cleared with money alone. I'm starting to feel dazed from all this information. Well, that's enough of that. Why don't we close our eyes for a moment to make a wish? You aren't helping at all. Gotta pray that the prescripts don't target the library. Okay, I can close my eyes and make a wish. Are you actually playing along? I wish you to stop babbling nonsense. You have Nagel and Hammer who casually wear full plate armor? Based. I mean, no, pick whatever suits your aesthetic, and if your aesthetic is giant suits of plate armor, go for it. It's pretty dope. Huh. Anyway, things get real messy once a prescript points to the library. The Index, one of the 5 fingers, is going to be after us. We'll do anything to keep coming for our asses. The Index. That's one of the 5 giant syndicates that rule over the backstreets. Called as such because they literally have all the backstreets in their hands. Simple, really. The spoilers. Well, you know. Anyway, the 5 fingers have enough power and influence to rival the wings, so nothing good will come out of opposing them. And the Index is like a group of zealots. They obsess over the orders they call prescripts. For them, prescripts are something that must follow. Yep, prescripts must be carried out, as they say. We have a subsidiary of the Thumb butting in too, and so things don't escalate too much. Whoever may visit, we simply do our best to receive them. Hungry. What? Can spin to a kind of thread. Excited? It's funny the very resistant clothes exist and they're just going full night on a crusade. Yeah, nice. I mean, you know, it's probably cheaper. Relatively speaking. Greetings, guests. Greetings. 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 Okay to eat. Could produce wonderful silk. I'll make pretty blue silk. Seems she would taste even worse than sweepers. True. Does not seem human. Want to eat something tasty now? Tired of disgusting food. I'm Angela, director and librarian. May you find your book. It's a short greeting. So insincere, too. Disappeared. Greetings. She is not interested. Okay. And I imagine this is, where things are getting more difficult. That we're done here, snap, exactly. Bum, bum. Bum, 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 bum. I do really like the main theme. I like how many variants it has. Alright, 4 to 6 defense. Add fascinating fabric to each other's hands. Gain +1 power for each page in hand. Interesting. I could probably retaliate. Another passive. If an ally's die, gain 2 strength at the end of each scene. Oh boy. That sounds a little bit frustrating. Okay, 4 to 6. I could try to break through that, technically. You go 4 to 12. Alright, you need to steal this one. 5-7 defense. 3, 4. Yeah, do that. And we'll just gain another light back for next turn. Really, what is thy knowledge of the Project Moon universe? Is Lobocorp lore beknownst to thee? Yes, I did finish Lobotomy Corporation previously, and then moved on to this one. So I have seen all that. I have not played any of Limbus. Although I know some things just through osmosis. Fail the defense. That tracks. Get that. And getting more strength for having cards in hand definitely made a difference there. And now we get the generic music. Disappointing. Okay, we can steal one of these. Technically both. 610, 610, oh boy. Yeah, we did get fascinating fabric because of that card. Wishing you in my vicinity, I can't really ignore Limbus exactly. You posted enough Limbus fan art that I recognize most of the characters now just through fan art. I know a decent amount from discussions, even if I don't understand the context in the story. Only up to 3 of this page can be held at once. And theoretically I can try to block with that. Well, that makes this fight rather gimmicky. Interesting. It does cost 3 light. So that is just a no don't hit me button. Rest is but you know that Dawn is a gremlin. The rest is useless information. Only Dawn matters. That has been successfully communicated to me. I am all in on the Dawn train. Favorite character from the game I have not played at all. Bum 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 bum. bum bum. Ba-dum. Ba-dum. Nice. Nice. Ouch. Oh boy. Nice, negated that one. Weatherby is not having a good time. Okay. Could use this to recover HP. Let's try it. Let's see what happens. Oh boy, they're all attacking one. Give egg. Do not have that emote here, unfortunately. Okay, well, at least you're surviving this one. Okay, you got 4 light, so you can do the 3 and 1. 5 will peel off either of these two. Let's do that. And then we can peel that one. And then 2, 6, and 1, 4. I can beat that for sure. Thanks for the hydrate. Probably emote just reminds you of it. Fair enough. Nice. 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 Oh, darn. If you're doing Windows very long, you have no idea why. They keep breaking stuff, don't worry about it. Here we go, stagger damage. Bum, 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 bum. More intense music now. Okay. I can peel one of them. I probably should do so. Do that. And kill that guy. You have a lot of defensive actions and not a lot of attacks. Awkward. 3, 3, 1, 4. Sure, just do that. Flex and burn. 2, 5, and then a 1, 4. Try just doing that. Let's go gambling! Yippee! That'll work. Look at the carnival obtained. I'm the only person building for status application. Unsurprisingly, does not perform well at this stage of the game. Makes sense. Music. Okay, we've got a lot of flexibility here. You're doing the 610. You have... You don't. So you should steal this. Be tailoring with the fabric. Hopefully. At least try to. And then you can steal that. And then we wail on the bottom guy. I don't want to discard all pages. Let's do that one. Still the big attack back. Yep. Ah, dang it. Got staggered. Oh. I keep forgetting that I can do that. Yep, you're right. I understand. Redirect fail. Yep. Oops. I'm like, I already redirected it. And in my brain, that just means it's locked in. That's not how that works, though. Okay. Three, 5. Maybe. And they're both low, really. There we go. So just kill him. Project Moon games have fascinatingly opaque tutorials and UI choices. Yeah. There are a lot of things I like about these games. The user interface is not the strongest point, I do have to say. Okay. 4, 6, 1, 3. Can't steal the first one. That's just gonna happen regardless. So we block it with that. Olympus had fan made tutorials, so the ending tutorial really wasn't good enough. Yeah. Let's call out. Why not? I don't know why not, but why not? It's fun. There we go, staggered. Dead. And we win! Yippee! We survived. First try. Despite some horrendous tactical decisions on my part. Alright, we got Book of the Carnivals. I hope that was the only card we needed to get out of this one. Get until like Canto 3 to finally get the coin attack system, literally because that was the first time you could feasibly lose. Didn't blow up anything ever up until that point. Makes sense. Exhausted, tired, want rest, hungry, want out. He's doing a robot voice, that's cute. One amputated, bones melt, flesh explode, won't die. Never changed, Angela. Sorry, man, we'll stop here. Roland is a dork, I love him, he's great. So what do you think will happen next? Looking at how things are going, we're pretty much guaranteed to confront at least one of the fingers. I've already heard the thumb and the index. Any one of them is going to be a huge pain in the ass. No grind mod, that's a choice. I keep forgetting to go install it. Yahazu keeps reminding me every stream, and by the time the stream is over, I'm too tired to do it. It's not intentional, I literally just keep forgetting to do it because it hasn't become a problem yet. I look forward to it. And of course you do. I'm the one doing all the fighting and bleeding for you. Now, this goes without saying, but I am thankful for what you do. Sure you are, ma'am. In any case, let's give it our best shot. Beat the game without it and you don't recommend it. Fair enough. I do enjoy the gacha though. The gacha is fun. Gotta get 4 pages out of it. Bizarre attack. That is pretty bizarre. Fascinating fabric card seems like an interesting gimmick. Yeah, again, the key arts from the later bosses that I really struggled with against was not fun. That makes sense. The card drop system is from the beta, where each floor had individual XP, so you had to progress by repeatedly beating a counter or something. Could be wrong on that. That would make sense. That's 610. Is that our first 4-cost card? That might be. Because, yeah, that's pretty horrifying. You give everyone one of those just as a trump card. Okay. Actually, while I'm thinking about it, I want to swap out anything here. Probably drop one of these. 363623. Drop that. Tailoring. Not going to be able to use it very often, but when we do, it's going to be very fun. Alright. Okay, I have enough to do the next one on that. Kind of binge played Lobocorp and Ruina when Limbus was announced, because you had no idea if they had made a second game and hadn't played Lobocorp since they had added Central. Makes sense. Went to Library of Ruina speedrun and confidently say the game is not balanced at all. Probably why they went with a more limited system for Limbus. Yeah. They got a lot of systems in play. This is just a hard kind of game to balance. Ah, the Kurokumos. Oh no, this won't do. Man, we don't have any cash left to offer you. That's unbalanced. You copied a speedrun setup to beat the game because you were really not good. Yeah. I mean, it was like Lobocorp also at a certain point. I'm just like, I am not playing this blind at this point. It's not going to be fun. You're out of money, and you shouldn't have asked for more protection from us, no? The outside is covered in fog. We don't know what's out there. We'll get killed. You're not safe here either. Thugs could break in at any moment. Now give me a break. This life must be too engraved in your heads to get where you stand right now. Thought maybe we could expect better from the household with the highest income around here. Saya, shall we cut one off? Please do. These people have to become accustomed to the rules of the backstreets soon enough. Hey, consider this a free lesson for you. We're gonna take one arm from each. Please have mercy on us. You can't be such heartless people. Did you spare any mercy for us while we struggled in the back streets, covered in filth and blood? No, you simply spectated our suffering from the comfort of the nest, did you not? It's rather infuriating now that I think about it. Gang, let us take an eye from them as well. Yes, Dame. Or Dame. I read Kurokomo, and my first instinct is to read everything in Japanese. Got your arms first. We didn't ask for this. You people came to our house all of a sudden and threatened us to pay protection money. So have we kept you safe or not? Pretty sure we took care of all the bad guys trying to get here. The way you say it makes me think of Bakamitai. That makes sense. Got your eyes as well. What do we do? How are we gonna live now? Nest fell so suddenly. What a bunch of crybabies. Being quite generous as Backstreet's businesses go. Now, we'll be going then. Please don't forget today's lesson. If you receive something, you should return that favor accordingly. Imagine if we're the ring protecting this area, not us. It's 5 a.m. I should probably go lose consciousness in a controllable manner. Does sleeping count as losing consciousness? I would say so. You don't lose your subconsciousness, but you do lose your consciousness. It's Da and an M. The E is silent. Okay, good to know. So Dom. So, but thanks for sticking around after we're done playing the jam submissions. I think yours is really cool. Appreciate you stopping by. Yeah, the thought alone is terrifying. And please leave this house by tomorrow. Jen, confiscate the apartment deed from these people, will you? You'll be visited by much less pleasant fellows next time, so you better move out as soon as possible. Now then, we've collected the protection money and got our fabric. Shall we go back and pay our due credit? Ah, by the way, Jin, how's the current situation with Elcorp's nest? It's fierce. This is the first time in a long while the Thumb and the Index got in a turf war over an area. You all must be thinking this is the promised estate or something. Same can be said for us, no? Another note, the rusted chains already proved to be an issue, but we've been colliding with the blade lineage more often these days. Perhaps we should have a friendly conversation with them before the tension overheats. Ah. Run, Dom. What are you? Blade lineage, your beloved? What's up, fellas? Tanya. Got some gains with your business? She has the head of a dog in a black coat. Hi, Tanya, I forgot you were here. Those kinds of surgeries hip with the kids these days? Captain, that appears to be the one recently dubbed as... I can't. I'm gonna butcher that so bad, I'm so sorry. But I recognize that as Wolf. So they're Wolf something. Oh, so she's a wolf, not a dog? Still appears like a little bitch to me. The hour of the wolf, that makes sense. Funny, innit? Laugh all you can. Let's see, we have around 100 Kurokumo punks here. Speak as if you can take us all on. That's the plan, yeah. Let's teach that pup a lesson. Weak sauce. Could have crushed you like bugs even before I turned into what I am now. Alright, why don't you gather round and kneel? The dead? Well, they can't be helped. What is it that you want? Hey, I have plenty of wants, gal. I have a ton of cash in my hands. I want to live in a nest for once, too. But before any of that, I want to make some music. Fucking hell, shut your yap already. Whoa, look at their skull go. Flew right out of the park. Home run. Jeez. Tell us what you demand from us. What I want from you guys? Right, that was the point. First off, the piece of cloth you're carrying. Give me that. This new old fabric is for the Thumb, though. Boss showed interest in that thing. Heard that's a pretty nice cut of cloth. Guess he wants to suit up before the performance. You must know the consequences of making an enemy of the Thumb. The Thumb? Pfft, tell him to bring it on. I'll smash them all. Take your goons to the library, will ya? The library? The building that is rumored to be at the center of this nest? Yep, that thing. See, we're after the wealth this land can bring after all. Told you that's not it. I do want to earn some bucks, but music comes first. But for what reason? It's me, my boss. No, I mean the orchestrator or ensemble. Wants us to get rid of all these noisy syndicates like the Thumb with the Index so we can make some music. In fancy suits, too. How about the library while we're at it? How about the library? Shush, gal. Keep your eyes low if you don't want to get dead. Anyways, you guys can take this and head to the library, like I said. Go on ahead. Come on, get going already. If you don't use that invitation right now, I'll kindly remove all the bones from your flesh. It's interesting, someone who's willing to make an enemy of the hand. Let's prepare to go, everyone. And the fingers, whatever. Hands are shaking, Gaily. You sure you're alright? Are you mad at me by any chance? No, it's nothing. One more thing. If you run off without the books in your hands, You're also dead to me. The 5 fingers, yeah. I said hand and I was like, wait a minute, no. It's just the fingers. Yeah. That was quite intense. Looks like the fingers are fiercely wrestling for the ownership of the nest that L-Corp once had reign over. Why would they, though? Ever heard of holdouts? When a wing is broken, its nest collapses and gradually turns into a slum, akin to the back streets. It becomes a lawless land without an owner to uphold anything. Then a bunch of syndicates come rushing in to occupy the land in advance. What happens next? The vacancy in the wings won't stay open forever. When a new wing rises and gets assigned a nest, the syndicate resells that land to the wing. Of course, the wing can choose to hire fixers with other syndicates to kick out that syndicate with force instead. That's another story. What will happen to the feathers living in the nest? Those folks? Well, they're all on their own. Hire a fixer, or get evicted to the back streets, or try and join another wing, or anything. A nest without its wing is no longer a safe haven for its residents. That's typical of the city. If you can't grasp whatever opportunities you find with your own hands, you're bound to fall behind. I wonder what's up with that puppy, anyway. Looks like a case of the distortion. Distortion? It's not exactly what I imagined. Indeed, she appears to be highly rational. Call that rational? She seems much more rational than you are, at the very least. This was not meant to be. Where the hell did that bitchhead come from? How dare an impudent whelp like her bite at us superior beings? Didn't remember if it was stated at the time it was a sword. I guess they do mention it. Well, there you go. Calm down, Captain, and support this with a thumb right after we take care of this. I mean, technically they don't know for sure. That's just Angela's speculation, but Angela seems to think so. Yes, let us do that. It's ridiculous that someone could treat us Kurakuma clan, a thumb subsidiary, with such disrespect. Hear, hear. Although we're in a bad situation, the books listed on this invitation are tempting offers for sure. Seems that the carnival have ended up turning into books. And this book is related to the nest of L-Corp, too. Greetings, dear guests. How do you manage to collect the books we need the most? Such as the World Library. This place exudes the smell of blood. And Eureka blood as well, dear guests. How much weight they put into working under the thumb after being beat up by a lone wolf. Yep. Hello. Welcome in. Oh my, do we? Let's set up a bathhouse for a warm one once we finish this. Good idea. There's nothing like a good bath to blow off some steam on a bad day. Drinks are on me. Are there even any bathhouses or pubs left in L-Corp's nest, anyway? That's a fair point. There's so much to report and take care of. So much to think about. Are you done with your chit-chats now? How pushy. Now then, shall we head inside? May you find your book in this place. Like, Angela's always frowning in those. Does not want to deal with them. Alright, this is a 2-stager. Oh boy. Two 7. It restores 2 light. That's rude. Okay, well, I guess we'll try to dodge it. See what happens. Oh, can't quite one round nuke, but that would be fun. Yep. That's to be expected. You rolled a 2, but we rolled a 1. Dang. So if now that you're here, you probably want to take care of the fights horizontally rather than going as high as you can in a path. They tend to get harder the higher you go. Oh, okay, that makes sense. That makes sense, yeah. Took me a second to understand what you meant, but yeah, okay. Because we went for the next fight in this vertical chain. Yeah, that makes sense. Well, we can't intercept any of these, so you are just, you're just screwed. Welcome in. I see you switched over to Twitch. So you can't win, I'm just saying the difficulty-wise more often than not, it's harder when higher. Yep, no, makes sense. I guess just try your best. Yeah, they have a lot of health. Bum, 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 bum. Bum, bum. Ouch. Okay, did not get staggered. That's good. Nice. It was very painful, but we did survive. Yeah, stagger everyone, please do. Wasn't even enough to stagger anyone. Unlucky. Time to do some tailoring. Okay, that's a 2-7. Chill music to study and fight the Yakuza too. Yep. All dice this page lose 2 power. Alright, that one's pretty good. And we want to counter with this one. 2-6-2-5. Dang it. Won that one though. Nice. 2 staggered. And that's just another 2-7. Let's eviscerate them. Trying to take that one out. Is it specialty made? I guess so. There's a pun you can make there, you just can't remember how to spell the word. Fair enough. Yeah, sure, just nuke. Nice. Two enemies very low. And regenerate with the pebbles. That'll work. Nice. Okay, we can redirect that one. I don't know if we need to though. I'll just do that. And then you can't do anything this turn anyway. There, it doesn't really matter. Dead. Nice dodge. And this is the only book that they drop anyway, listed the stage. I'll just wail on him. Nice, staggered. Do some tailoring. Victory. Okay, we still have a decent amount of our health. So we can give Act 2 a try. 2 dice slots. 2 more pages at the start of the Act 2. That's useful. Inflict bleed. 5% chance to boost slash damage, 30% to boost slash damage. Okay. There's a lot of slashing going on here. So if I need to replay this, slashing resistance is the way to go. Okay. So they currently each have a 20% chance to do their respective books. Because you failed to notice the Kurokuma is very into slash and bleed. I can see that. We can just tailor right away. No kill like overkill. You're in trouble though. That'll work. Nice. I do wish they wouldn't switch which side the people are on. Everyone recover health is pretty good. Start +1. Side attack, inflict 1 field when it's armed next scene at 50% chance. Could be pretty good, but let's heal. Yeah, that speed die is pretty high. Let's redirect this one. Let's focus the boss. Ouch. Okay, got a little bit of damage out of that. Oof. Teardrop, the on-death effect is every character takes damage, not just allies, if you didn't realize. Now that makes sense. But still, it will probably not be my favor most of the time. Yeah, not redirecting any of that. Can't do anything there. Two seven seven 2 3. I should not be using you as a tank. You're low on HP. You're not a tank. You just have more speed dice. 1 3 1 3. But they're boosted by 2. Seven 2 7. You can't do anything. Let me peel that. And we're staggered. Yep. Goodbye, Zach. No, that's not looking promising. And you're staggered. I still can't do anything cool here. So that is probably just going to be it. And you're dead. Should have gone with Teardrop. I probably would have been more damage than we managed here. So I can't even use that. Yeah, that figures. Alright, time to die. Or not? Now we die. Yep. There we go. Defeat. As they won with a bang. That's true. Okay, who is least likely to get screwed over here? I think Yasad is closer to being geared up. Those look like nicer pages. She's 3 dice now? When did that happen? Oh, from a motion level, that makes sense. Oh boy. Yeah, see what you mean about switching back to, easier fights first. Character portraits to the bottom, you can see individual emotion levels and what buffs they bring. Makes sense. Max light, max light. Speed die amount +1. Actually, wait. Not too late. I don't think I'm winning this one. Just a hunch. So you can use multiple floors for a fight if you could. Makes sense. I'll try to focus fire Sayo to get her books even if you lose. Yeah, makes sense. I don't think that's gonna work though. I think she's just gonna kill everything. Yeah, let's go gambling. Yusan is dead. Okay, I got Book of Sayo at least. And we're dead. I mean, it could have been worse. Made it through the first wave and a half. So we lost a Book of Carnival and Book of Lodi Corporation, but those are things we can recover. We have infinite amounts of the L-Corp book, right? And the one we can just replay. Have to refight the Carnival if you want to do this fight again because you didn't install the mod. Yep. There's that. Such is life. To win any fight to get back to Book of L-Corp. Okay, that makes sense. So you could theoretically go back and do an easy one. Alright, I can do like one more fight. Just use the rats for that, makes sense. Yep, sure enough. I will go get the mod after this. For sure. I guess we can just reattempt this one. Do the rats. The rats. We all love the rats. Bum, 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 bum. Bum, 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 bum. Bum, bum, bum. Now we have tailoring. When I need you after stream, sure. I will. I don't think I'll forget this time, but just in case, I wouldn't mind a second reminder. And I've pretty much been ignoring it because it hadn't been a problem yet, because I'd won most fights. But now that we're starting to run into fights, I'm losing. That makes sense. Ba-da-ba-dum. Bum 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 bum. Bum ba-da-ba-dum bum ba-dum bum bum bum. Bum 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 bum. Bum 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 bum. Bum bum bum. Bum 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 bum. Bum ba da ba da ba dum bum ba dum bum bum bum. Nice. Going pretty quick. And we have 2 light. You do not. That one down. You're still healthy, but that's okay. Because your buddy is staggered. And you're dead. And we pretty much just win here. Turns out having good cards makes it easier to win. Go figure. Easy peasy. Don't believe me? Don't believe me, just watch. And Book of the Lodi Corporation, there we go. Alright, we got books to burn. We got Jin's page. We did get Sayo's page. Excellent. Only 2 more pages is nice. Pushing extra damage on bleed, and they got a decent amount of health too, which is nice. And lots of slashing. Cool. Let's swap out our pages then. Sounds like I got some of their cards in the mix. We did. So let's do all of the slash boosts, I guess. We get to unequip the pages that were used for passes. Oh, right, because those are still locked, even though we're not using those pages anymore. That makes sense. And we just hijack them from here anyway, that makes sense. It can be annoying, makes sense. 50% chance to boost damage. No way to filter by slash. Wait. No. There we go. Couldn't figure out what to close. Okay. So much paralysis. There we go. Did I just equip that? No. Should we use one of the text boxes to look up slash? Oh, that makes sense. I guess you could search it. Okay, that does work, yeah. You can search the descriptions. Slash damage +1. Just straight up. Zach is now a ninja. And we're gonna need those key pages, so we're not gonna replace those. We do still have 3 points. I'm gonna still use one of these, sure. Why not? Cool. So then, let's get things a boost slash. Plus some power for each page in hand. Probably that. That's a multi-hit slash. 3535. 2636. Didn't realize Ingor was a card in this game. Now you know. Well, that's a lot of slashes. We're absolutely going to need some regeneration here. I don't think we have any slashing ones to recover light. So we'll just take a few of these. This is good from the idea based on Sayo's successor in Limbus. I see. Makes sense. I'm gonna have to go unequip these from those other pages that we're no longer using. Now we can still take some of these maybe. And some 1 and 2 pointers. Three 6 slash. Three 5 slash. One 5 slash. I guess I can filter. What am I doing? There you go. Show me only the cards that have slash attacks. Yeah, 3/6 is probably the best I got. 1 pointers. 5 extra stagger damage is pretty cool. Oh, right. On hit, restore 2 light. Those are really nice. Yes, give me those. Two 5, 2 5. Light management acquired, at least partially. Yep. That should help at least. Just a 115 slash. The slash dice power +2 for the rest of the scene. Yeah, that one's pretty good. Alright, there we go. We'll call that good. I think I'm probably going to call it here, though. I don't know if I want to try and do that boss fight again. I don't think we got enough cards in that pool to gear out the other 2 people, really. So I think we'll just leave them at their current gear. Revisit it. Let's see. Do I have any minor perks? Any of these people? We have a chance to go slash damage. Don't mind if I do. Cool. Alright. We can also try doing another one in the row. We don't have to necessarily do that one again. It's 9:30. But I can do one more. We'll do one more. We'll do a different one. Church of Gears, Eileen. Salutations, everyone. Let us begin with today's worship session. It appears we have a new worshipper. What concerns have brought you here to our oratory? I don't think I can continue living in the city anymore. It's too much for me. Church of Gears is so weird you like them. Nice. I'm not liking how bloody the gear looks. What could have overwhelmed you so much? Everything is so dreary, and so is my life. You see any doubt the gear is lodged in her head. Nice. Wake up at 6 in the morning, go to work by 8, and do the same work with the same face every single day. By the time I leave work, it's already 10 in the evening. I'm not sure what I'm doing anymore. I have so many expenses to cover every single month, I can't seem to get any richer. Everyone I see during my commute has the same face. I don't see why we work, why we earn money, or why we live. I feel like I've lost my goal, my purpose. I'm just like a cogwheel. Yeah, I really am. I'm living like a cog in the machine. Even if I were gone, the city would soon find another cog to replace me. What am I? Where does my worth lie? I understand that feeling. Everyone in the city is like a gear spinning along without a purpose. Staying in the middle of it wears you out, slowly. You're right. I really feel like that. However, is it necessarily a bad thing to be a gear? Huh? All problems stem from the refusal to admit to the fact that we are indeed gears ourselves. I did too, once. After my father passed away, I lost my way for a while. You see, my father lived his life akin to a gear wheel. He'd always wake up at the same hour, go to the same place, and come home at the same time with the same face. My father did research on gears. His goal was to solve the same type of problems you're going through. Perhaps he unknowingly grew to resemble the single object he studied for so long. The wrinkles on his forehead deepened as he worked. They resembled the teeth of a gear. My father lived out his whole life as a rusty gear of the city, until he was murdered by someone else. Oh. Then one day I came across a thought. Maybe we really are gears that constitute the city. Maybe our suffering comes from trying to deny our own identity. That kind of life is pointless. I'm tired of being a purposeless cog that keeps running day by day. Exactly. The problem is that you see yourself as an aimless gear. And gears can have a purpose? Yes, of course they can. All we need to do is find the purpose we were born to mesh with. It shall become a unique gear that cannot be replaced by any other. We are all gears. There are simply so many gears in this world wallowing in sadness. They've yet to know where and how to be. It's still hard to believe that. Take a look at all the people gathered here. Do they have the same faces as the ones you've seen in your everyday life? No, they all look happy. Please, trust in me. Yes, this is the only way I have. Now come up here. I'll give you the purpose in life you're looking for. Do I sit on this chair? Yes, take a seat and relax. This chair will tell you what kind of gear you are. Is this really safe? Of course it is. Oh my, you turned out to be a thought gear. A thought gear? It's exceedingly rare for one to be bestowed with the purpose of a thought gear, you see. You're helping me even now. For your information, my father was also a thought gear. That means those gears on the back of your head are... This one is my father. He always provides me with his wisdom about life. Besides, me gears need to keep company with at least one thought gear. Wait, am I really going to turn into a gear? Thanks to the hydrate. I was wondering when the Project Moon twist would settle in. The pain is only temporary. It will soon be followed with pure fulfillment. Everyone, let us welcome the honorable and invaluable arrival of a new thought gear. Wait. I didn't know this would happen. Fresh the page because the long redeem page, but it's still long. This is just how it is. Dang. Welp, he has been, yeah. As the gears turn, so too does life fulfill its cycle. So that's Eileen, a cult leader of the Church of Gears. It's fine, it's just weird. Yeah. See all kinds of gears in my life, but thought gears are new to me. This must be the rumored ritual of theirs. They get smarter by plugging gears on the back of their heads, apparently. That's a lot of horseshit. Alright, let's see. Director Eugen from the Shi Association asked us to kill 10 worshippers of the church, neutralize its leader, and secure her. I didn't quite expect the director of Shi Association Section 2 to personally give our officer a request. Something strange must be up. How long are we going to sit and watch that? Can we start shooting now? Wait for my sign. Oh, what a beautiful thought gear you have become. Now if you see Heathcliff isn't limits, but he got an idea of the small girl with the big gun in the middle. Nice. I'll give you the honor of accompanying me. Now she's got a second gear. You shall soon understand how happy it is to be a gear with a purpose. Yes, it may take some time to adjust. Let's start with turning bit by bit. Good. Along with the others, gently rotate, one cycle at a time. Or fan arts of him in a skirt, it was funny. Nice. My father will gladly help you out. See? It does make you feel happy, doesn't it? I'm very glad to know you are happy. My dear followers, today another lost gear has found its way to happiness. Praise be to Father. Praise be. Huh? What do you mean, be careful? Now. What is going on? The gears, the poor gears. Of her gears are her father and then some dude. She didn't even get his name. Yep. Please don't do this. Whoever you are, please leave us alone. We simply wanted to live a happy life following our destined purposes. Why is their slippery leader so hard to hit? Doesn't seem to be dodging the bullets with her own reflexes. So there's something else predicting the trajectories for her. Those thought gears on her head are spinning like crazy. Damn it, this sucks. We paid an arm and a leg for these bullets. Tamaki, think we can read the movement pattern of those gears? Can do. Ugh. Raise her shoulder. I'll finish her off. Bullet crafted by Atelier Logic. Why, those are some expensive bullets you have there, don't you, friend? Those are some expensive bullets you have there, don't you, friends? The blue reverberation. You are... could you be the person my father always talked about? I like a color. Oh boy. Just a color, no big deal. I guess. Say, I need you right now. Would you like to come with me? Yes, of course. I've been waiting for you my whole life. Perfect fit with the gear that is me. Why, thank you. No, you don't. But first, these friends need some attention. Pluto, could you look after Eileen in the meantime? Run! Hell's going on? Why would the blue reverberation be here? No idea. Damn, it looks like he's trying to kill us. If we screw this job up, we're going to be bankrupt from all the bullets we've wasted. You literally just saw the blue reverberation deflect our bullets. We're no match for him in any way. Forget about anything else. We should run away and survive for now. We're almost to the exit. Hiya, friends. Who could have made such an adorable little request, I wonder? Hell, to the left. You're not getting anywhere with your sluggish feet, don't you see? Unless a lifeline were to come down from the heavens, that is, no? Damn it, maybe we should drop our guns. Are you nuts? These are hella expensive. We're never throwing them away. Well, we can't hide forever either. Anyway, this is... What's that, an invitation? From the library or whatever? Heard the Hana designated as an urban plague now. Look at you, all clustered together in the corner. You're like a flock of cute little chicks gathered around in the cold. Blue reverberation, we apologize if we interrupted your business. Promise to forget about anything we've seen and heard there. Here, so could you let us go? What? Haha. Okay, under one condition. You tell me who gave you this request? I'll give you 10 seconds. 9. Whatevs, leeway, do something with that invitation thing. 6. Anyone got a pen? We need something to sign the paper with. You can use mine. Take your time now. 4. Crazy bastard. Here, just borrow my pen. Quick, sign your names here. 3. Now, the real show is only beginning, wouldn't you agree? But of course. The blue reverberation. That name sounds similar to the red mist. You got that right. Both of them are top-grade fixers that received a color from the Hana Association. They're cut above grade 1. It's curious that such a capable fixer showed up so early. There are lots of nutcases among fixers, but the blue reverberation is on a whole nother level. He's a certified lunatic. Is he famous? No, he is. He's certainly got skills, even if he's bonkers. He does appear to be skilled, seeing how he blocked those gunshots. That's why guns aren't used too often. They're not very effective against actually competent opponents. Now that you mention it, the majority of guests we've had so far didn't carry firearms. Is there any other reason guns aren't used? It's the cost. They're awfully expensive. It's just not worth it most of the time. Guns are pricey on their own, but bullets are plain ridiculous, like this poor folk said. Manufacturing bullets must be quite costly. That's true, of course. The biggest factor, though, is the tax the head levied on firearms. Depends on the gun, but 2 full magazines worth of bullets cost almost the same as a decent gun. Yeah, giving your entire office crew augmentation procedures is probably cheaper than keeping enough bullets in stock for them to use. Cost so high, it outweighs the benefit by a metric ton, and it's hard to find a workshop that treats guns or bullets. It's kind of funny. It's not that firearms are useless in this world, they're just taxed extremely high. So a lot of limitations. Guns in the city aren't allowed to be strong enough to pierce walls or something along those lines. That makes sense. So they gotta be weak enough to dodge or block. Makes sense. And I imagine anyone who is trying to manufacture illegal, powerful firearms would probably find themselves on the wrong end of an association or color fixer. Shops don't even allowed to craft those without a firearms manufacturing license, which is apparently very tricky to get. What do you think is the reason firearms are made so inaccessible? It's just my hunch. I think they don't want killings to happen too easily. Killing what? People in general. Being illegal firearms is the best way to get visited by a claw. Makes sense. I didn't quite expect the rulers of the city to be humanitarians. No, not because the head and the city value human life or anything, obviously. Seems like they have this weird philosophy that the process of a human killing another shouldn't be trivial or insignificant. Not funny. Death can be plenty insignificant, even without guns. Well, you aren't wrong there. Or taboo hunters, but I wouldn't say it's better. Makes sense. Phew, he's not following us all the way here. Says some omniscient person is toying with us. Blue reverberation seems like he knew everything. Should be thankful that we survived him somehow. Don't get too nervous, Stefan. How can I not be nervous? We ended up in the library we know almost nothing about. Now we're almost out of bullets, right? What was the point of running away from the blue reverb if we're gonna die here anyway? We should at least try to die a bit later, obviously. Humans all die eventually. It's little use in delaying the inevitable. See, he's got a point. Don't worry, I'll work it out. Greetings, dear guests. Hello. I'm Stefan, soon to be dead and shelved into your bookcases. I mean, you're not wrong. You don't quite appear to be spirited, dear guest. It's ultimately up to you whether you become a book or return triumphantly with the ones you need. Yeah, thanks for the kind words. You're ruining our mood. He's taking it well. Yep. Don't mind him, we're in a bit of a hurry right now. We'll just take care of the business here and go back. I understand. Various guests visit here with their own reasons and purpose. There have been much more impolite guests, so please do not worry about your attitude. I'm getting a bad feeling about this lady. She seems just as eerie as Blue Reverb. Maybe just dying to the Blue Reverb was a better idea than this. What do you think is, even if they do want to leave, Argali is probably waiting for them on the other side? Yeah. Probably screwed either way. Tweet, tweet, tweet. What are you, a parrot? Get inside already. Fine, hothead. May you find your book in this place. She's not frowning this time. She tolerates them. Unfortunately. Oh, what? New mechanics? Melee page icon. A more common type of combat page when the melee page clashes against a ranged page. Okay. Gun tutorial, got it. You can tell she's done with the conversation when she just leaves. Yeah. How she delivers that line tells a lot about her. How she's feeling about the conversation. Welcome to the world of ranged attacks. They're annoying. Oh boy. Melee page clashes against ranged pages. Offensive dice cannot damage the ranged opponent immediately, even if it wins in a clash against our offensive die. Melee die will be retained upon winning a clash and moved to the end of the die queue for reuse. So basically, all of the ranged offensive dice will be resolved before the melee offensive dice. I'm not sure if I fully understand, but I guess we'll find out. Ranged pages will always be played before melee regardless of speed. That makes sense. As combat pages perform attacks at a distance. Even if the offensive die of a ranged page loses in a clash against the offensive die of a melee page, ranged user will take no immediate damage. Melee cannot hit unless it wins the clash when against a range. Okay, that makes sense. The opponent's melee die will be retained in this case and moved to the end of their dice queue for reuse. Interesting. I cannot redirect any of this. That is unfortunate. I guess we'll just try to dodge. Bum, bum, bum. Bum, 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 bum. Bum, 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 bum. There's ink over. Alright. They rolled a 9. Okay, well, we're not blocking all that. Pow. Did not dodge. Whew. Okay, well, that didn't go well. Dodge that. Oof. Well, Weatherby's already dead. Jeez, okay. I don't like guns. Okay, well, you need to block that. You're out of light. So you're just gonna die, probably. Range skills have a lot of downsides, but they also hurt like hell. 6 to 20. Okay. Okay, well, it says we staggered them at least. Stefan's dead. Weatherby's also dead. Remember the Bullseye is Tamaki's strongest card. It's also insanely strong on Limbus. Makes sense. Stagger damage is usually the play. Oof. Okay, that's not working. There we go. Bullseye again. Jeez. They do have personal books. Oh boy. Might have to reattempt this one without the mod. I did not get Stefan's, nope. Nice dodge. Yeah, let's try to heal. How does rules of the backstreets work in this game? Is that one of the abilities? I don't remember seeing anything with that name. What's one you used? I don't remember. I wasn't paying that close of attention. I like how I literally can't read this text, it's too small. I think you're Project Moon. Remembering is cringe, it is. Oof. Okay, I've staggered. Okay. That's fine. Not sure if that'll kill, but just in case. Like if Tamaki acquired. Nice. Nice power +1. Bum, 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 bum. Oh, yeah, it's replace all dice on this page with ones on a random page in hand whose original cost 4 lower for Brawl. That makes sense. There we go. Look of leeway. So we got their other 2 personal pages. We did not get Stefan's, and we did not get the generic book, I don't think. No, we did. We got 2 of them. It's probably fine. Stefan fellow turned no book just as he expected, even though we didn't get that book. It's kind of sorry to see him keep railing at the world to the end. Was the backstreet just draw a page for 0? Makes sense. Think it's wrong to blame the world? Oh no, nothing wrong with that. It's not like I think he was weak-willed for putting the blame on this world for his miseries. Just that I pity myself for living in that same world. Sorry that I keep trying not to fault this world. I curse this world. Sane, to be honest. Okay. This is a boss can absolutely shred someone with, so I'm wondering how strong it was in this game. Makes sense. And we did get his page. Tamaki's page. We didn't get Leeway's page though. Yeah. We do have going for bullseye. That's terrifying. Doing that as like an they can't equip melee pages. Oh yeah, ranged only. That is a very odd gimmick. The weekend says he also uses a knife. That makes sense. Okay, well, we're making progress on the floor objectives. Alright, we're gonna call it there. Progress. Progress is progress. Alrighty. Yeah, glad I had the energy to go long tonight. Managed almost a full 4 hours. Haven't done that in a little while. No one in Prelude's live that I want to raid. We'll just do an offline raid to Nono. I do need to get the mod, thank you. I will go do that. Cool, thank you all for being here. I think I'll have at least one stream next weekend, hopefully 2. I need to sort out some scheduling. But either way, hope you all have a great week, and I will see you all next time. I do tomorrow on Discord. Perfect. I'm going to go do it right now, though. So yeah, thank you, Yahazu, Carrick, CG90, creative name text. Anyone else who's lurking, appreciate you all. Thanks for stopping by. Have a great week, and I'll see you all next time.